Yeah. Let me just switch topics on you with the 4 minutes that we've got left. And that is, next week we're going back to cosmology, science, and the different things we've been talking about throughout this series. And I've noticed, and I've seen you in lectures and debates in over 300 universities, where people will say, yeah, what you're saying is correct about how God has designed the world. And they'll say intellectually that it's true. The facts are true. But for themselves, they do not want to have a personal relationship with the God who is out there. How do you respond to those people?
Well, a lot of the astronomers and physicists that agree with me, hey, when I look out at the cosmos and the Earth, I see this overwhelming evidence that has been designed specifically for the benefit of human beings. They're worried about their peers. What will my peers think of me if I actually take the next step and develop a relationship with the one that did all this design? And they're concerned that if they identify themselves as a Christian, people are going to look at all the negatives in the Christian community and basically slap that on them. I mean, I've had several dialogues with Paul Davies where he says, I like what I see in Christianity, but I can't handle the baggage. I think we need to help them overcome that baggage. Yes, we're all sinners, and therefore we shouldn't be surprised that there's sinners in the church, that there's things we don't like, but we can work to rectify that. That's what we're called to do, transform the church into what Christ, the creator of the universe, wants it to manifest to the world.
For young scientists that are coming up and starting to recognize that there is design every place that you look in nature, all right, what would you advise them to do now? Because once upon a time, you faced that problem as well.
Well, they're recognizing that they do see pervasive design in the universe as a whole. I'm exhorting them to look more broadly. Look at the design in our galaxy. Look at the design in our galaxy cluster, our planet, our moon, the planets that accompany us, and realize it's ubiquitous. No matter where you look, no matter what size scale, all the way down to fundamental particles, we see this overwhelming evidence has been designed, not just to make life possible, but to make humans possible, not just a few of us on a planet, but billions of us on a planet. And what I've been sharing with my scientific peers lately is, it tells us in the Bible that God began his works of redemption before he created anything. I say, look, I know you're not a believer yet, but if you will do your scientific research from a biblical redemptive perspective, you'll be more successful in making scientific discoveries. Put it to the test and see what happens.